It seems that education is accelerating and that there's a large movement toward let's move students through the pipeline more quickly.
We're at a real crossroads. We have so many pressures, be able to meet standards, to be able to move students forward, to have good, strong outcomes for all students, not just students at the top, but all students.
There's a pretty steep learning curve. How does concurrent enrollment work? What are some of the potential pitfalls or the challenges of this kind of model? What are the resources and how do you reach out to people? And NACEP is that association that you can reach out to. And we've all been there where you're saying, well, are there people going to be looking at my program and saying, you're doing this wrong, or you should really do this a different way to meet quality standards? Is there an expectation that I go through the full accreditation process? Am I going to be ready for that? And NACEP is a really open, welcoming association that is there to support people.
You're sitting there saying, there's so many things, so many decisions that need to be made. You're not sure if you're going to make the right ones. NACEP helped me more than any other organization to be able to figure out what the right things to do were. Because it wasn't just me making those decisions.
When I hear from programs that have found us for the first time, there's often this light bulb that goes on in people's heads. Aha, I'm not doing this alone in isolation.
NACEP really came together when more and more programs were looking at quality issues and wanting to set forth best practices for this growing model called concurrent enrollment. Many different programs were operating around the country. It was of growing interest to legislators and to school leaders, and so NACEP was the organization that started forming around how do we ensure that the consistency is there, that the quality is there.
NACEP believes that there is such a thing as higher quality and higher standards and that those are worth pursuing. And I think overall there's a belief that the 19th century educational framework is slowly falling by the wayside, and we have to acknowledge that reality and we have to say, okay, how can we make sure that whatever it is that we're moving toward, this seamless P16 education experience, how can we make sure that that's done as well as possible?
NACEP's got an amazing resource of individuals and organizations that have been doing this kind of work for many years. We've gone through all the struggles that programs have gone through and come out on the other side with really powerfully effective programs that are serving students and schools. We provide a network of peers and mentors, a resource bank of ideas,
advocacy around policy, research and sharing of information, best practices, templates, model programs, the professional development that comes with the conferences, an increasing array of webinars and briefs.
We actually used NACEP's standards to build our college policy. So from the very first day we started our dual enrollment program, we started around the NACEP standards. It alleviated so many areas of concern with our administration, with our faculty, with our board, with our secondary partners. It just made it easier. It's already a difficult process. Why not make it easier? That's what NACEP did for us, and it could help you too.
Concurrent enrollment affects all sides of the education spectrum, and so we bring everybody together to talk about the issues and find out what are our common issues, what are our barriers, where are our opportunities, how can we work together more to benefit the students, because that's what we're ultimately in this for, is to benefit students. There's never been a day where I've said, gosh, I wish we hadn't joined NACEP. That's just never happened, because there has been such a huge benefit personally and professionally. It's kept me engaged in the work. It's given me innumerable great ideas, more ideas than I have time to implement, to be quite honest, and a national network of peers who are doing what we do and are striving to do it well.
Marshal all the resources that you can to be a part of this growing organization.